All right, so we're talking about the knowing doing gap. So and this. I mean, we all suffer from this, and I'm just sharing my own personal experiences so I can help somebody out, so hopefully they can get through it quicker. So it's one thing to know something, and it's another thing to actually do it. So, for instance, in my example, I know that calories in, calories out, right? The more calories you burn, then you actually take in throughout the day, you're gonna lose weight, right? And if you take in more calories than you burn a day, you're gonna gain weight. So I know that, but do I actually do that every day? Probably no, I don't. I want it. My goal weight is 190. I'm at 196 today, and I swear I've been at like 196 to 200 for like the last month. But I know that if I burn more calories than I take in every day, I'll lose weight every day. But I haven't gotten there yet. So that's the knowing versus doing. There's a gap in between. Once we start to close that gap, that's when things start getting good in business. You know that you market more. If you know that marketing works, but if you're not marketing, there's a gap there, and that's why you're not seeing the same results. You know that if you read more books, you actually learn more, but do you actually redo the reading? It's pretty self-explanatory from there. So this whole knowing doing gap, if we know something, we got to do it, because that's when we really know it. Then we close that gap, and then we start to see results. So please, a knowing doing gap, think about it every day. Like, hey, if I know this, why am I not doing it? I mean, it can definitely hold us back for years and years and years, or months or weeks, depending on how deep you are into business or into your personal development. So please, let's cut down on that knowing doing gap, and share in the comments what you know that you need to work on doing. And you've heard my story. I'd love to hear yours. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to ask, or state them in the comments below. Hit like and share this with somebody if you want to teach them something. And I'm looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. All right, thank you.